Shalom, Yashrala. It's your brother Dawada, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakha Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth and I rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to jump into this here quick little lesson that I just put together real quick, dealing with a new subscriber I got, all right? And I don't know why I don't say I'm subscribed here, but I am actually subscribed to this person. But nevertheless, or maybe they unsubscribe me. Hey, that's another thing that's going on you brothers have to look out for. You know, sometimes they will unsubscribe you from somebody. But nevertheless, this is somebody that just recently subscribed to me. And I wanted to put this here out there that, look, this here word is going forth throughout the whole four corners of the earth. All right, it's not going out void. All right, your labors is not in vain. All right, we getting closer and closer to the kingdom, man. Every time another brother wakes up, that's one more brick to be put towards building the kingdom of heaven, man. That's how much closer we getting closer to the Lord, man. I don't know how long ago this here brother woke up or anything like that, but you know, I wanted to just touch on this a little bit because of the name here. It says Hebrew Israelite South Africa. All right. Now in the beginning, I just actually played one of their videos, that disclaimer, but nevertheless, you know, the nation of Israel is waking up on the four corners of the earth. All right. Now, I don't know how this here brother in particular woke up to the truth. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying? They wind up coming across this on the internet, you know, and just scrolling through their page a little bit. You know, hey, Salakia, brother, for, you know, kind of putting your stuff on blast a little bit. But hey, it's for edification's sake. All right. And I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, all right, now they do upload some videos from some of the other channels. But I do believe this brother is actually out here prophesying. I believe this is the brother right here prophesying. All right. So look, this here word is going out. It's not going out void. All right. Play a little bit of this brother's video a little bit.
Right, Slakia. The internet got cut off. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Anyway, like I was saying, like it says here in the book of Job, because at the end of the day, all those who are going to be deceived, okay, it's all because of so that the purpose of the Heavenly Father could stand. Okay, that those. All right. So and you know, listening to the brother, you know, he has an accent. I'm not sure exactly where the accent is from, but more than likely he's out there in South Africa. All right. Now we know that the Africans are not our people. All right. Now this is a lot deeper than that. All right. Because why? We're looking for the spirit of the spirit of Israel. All right. It's not necessarily where you're located, what your skin color looks like. You know, pretty sure we didn't hit that like, you know, like a dead horse. We didn't beat that like a dead horse, you know. But nevertheless, you know, the Israelites were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. They could look like any and everybody, all right? We tell you that the Edomites are the so-called white man, but guess what? You can have Israelites that look like Edomites or look like so-called white people, all right? You know, we tell you that we're not Africans, all right? We're not the Africans are the so-called Africans are Hamites. We're not Africans. We're not associated with them, and they're going into captivity. However, first of all, when around 70 AD, we wound up fleeing over into Africa, all right? And we were scattered throughout Africa, all right? And then we was transported from Africa throughout the four corners of the earth. Now, all of us didn't get transported up out of Africa. A lot of us still was over there, all right? You still have our people amongst the people amongst the Africans, more or less to say, you know? So, look, there's a prime example that Israelites are waking up all over throughout the four corners of the earth, all right? And, you know, we also know that there's a difference between us and Africans. But what? If the spirit is on you to wake up, to understand this here word, and to even be, how do I say, moved to go out and preach, all right? That's a clear sign, man. Ain't no Africans and no other nations going to get this, man. All right? So that's a clear indicator, all right? So salute to this here brother that's out on the highways and the byways, you know? I just wanted to, you know, show that this here word is not going out void, you know? Your labor is not in vain, all right? So, you know, for you brothers that's out there pushing these videos, you know, and laboring to feed and edify the elect, you know, enduring afflictions. All right, it's not a vain task that you're doing, man. All right, you're not laboring in vain, man. Not only are you building the kingdom of heaven, man, you waking up the scattered Israelites, you know, the lost sheep, you know, and then not only that, you maintaining and feeding the flock. All right, you're ushering in the kingdom of heaven. All right, you're establishing righteousness in the world, man, in the world's most wickedest kingdom at that. And the world's most wickedest time at that, man. All right. So look, this is a great job that we're doing, man. All right. And when I say great, it's like to be highly esteemed, man. you have a great position, you know. But nevertheless, I'm gonna grab some scriptures here. I just wanted to point this here out. Hey, and another thing, you know, from a couple years back or whatever, whatnot, you had NATO over there from the IUIC talking about they wanted to collect some money to go push this here word, man. All right, but this here word, you don't need no damn money for no damn airplane or nothing like that to go fly to these different places to spread the word, man. All right, so again, I don't know how this here brother woke up, who he was, I mean, when you go to, his channels and stuff, majority of them are all great millstone, all right? And I was just over here, it was a whole lot more than this, but nevertheless, um, this brother's been listening and learning from under the men of Great Millstone. And that's not really how we move. We don't really move to where we be going out. We flying out to go set up camps in these different locations to raise up the lost sheep, man. All right, we go and we prophesy on the highways and the byways. All right, and we record these video epistles and we upload them to the internet, man, on the YouTube. All right, and this is what's waking up the brethren, man. All right, so like I said, I don't know exactly how this here brother woke up, but guess what? He wound up finding and stumbling across my channel and subscribing to it. So in a sense, I'm not saying that I'm the one who woke this brother up, but in a sense, the word that I'm pushing, let's just use me for an example. Speaking of all you brothers on the highways and the byways, man. All right, little old me, man. I'm over here in Florida, that ain't never left the country. All right, but what? This here word is going out through four corners of the earth and it's touching on the ears, like the scriptures say, if my sheep heareth my voice and they do follow. All right, so what? This here word is going out. You don't have to go and travel all over the whole globe to push this here word out. All right, we got the internet, the World Wide Web. All right, your voice is being heard throughout the four corners of the earth, and it's actually waking people up, man. So again, man, no matter what it looked like on the surface, y'all just wasting y'all time. We get that a lot. Y'all just wasting y'all time, y'all idiots. Ain't nobody even out here listening to y'all. What people don't realize is like, yo, y'all don't have the spiritual eyes to see, man. There's a lot more viewers, we get the majority of our viewers are on the internet, man. All right, sometimes, you do actually have brothers that come out to the camp and stand out and watch us at camp, like at our camp. We got a couple of different brothers that come out week in and week out and they, learn at the camp, man. All right, then, and a lot of the bigger camps, man, they be having a whole flock, and, they got a whole, which could be a camp of people, man. They have people out there in the crowds listening. That's the size of most people camps, But what? Just because we're not panning the camera around to show you who's all listening and things like that, man, doesn't mean that this word ain't going out, man. All right, or just because, let's just say you're on your views, your video views, your video count, all right, or your view count on your videos isn't all extra high. You don't, you might get 4 or 5 views on some videos, 20 views on some videos, 30 views or something like that, man. Hey, man, don't let that, no views, don't let that discourage you, man. All right, because why? That word is going out, man. Let's just say you're getting 1 view on your video, man. That 1 view is still edifying somebody, man. All right, even if you're not getting no views on your channel, man. Hey, you building up a more or less to say a storehouse. So when the sheep come looking and they hungry, you got plenty of food to serve up, man. Just because you put up a video and you don't get no views, you don't stop and wait until that video get traction to put up your next video, man. You just keep pushing, man. Sometimes your videos will get a lot of views and sometimes they won't, man. Sometimes, you'll see what your average view count is and you'll pretty much stay around that little view line, man. But it's on you to plant the seed and the Most High is going to be the one to give the increase. All right. But nevertheless, I just wanted to pretty much focus this here lesson on, how important this task that we have at hand is to raise up the lost sheep of Israel, man, the children of the Most High, man, to wake them up and bring them back into the Most High. All right. And then also to nourish and to care for them by feeding them with these precepts, man, guiding them into righteousness, guiding them back to the Father, man. All right. This is how do I say? I use the word a great task. All right. This is really, there ain't nothing else better you could be doing on the planet Earth. There's nothing else better you could be doing with the soul that's inside of your body at any point in time ever in history, man. There's nothing else better you could be doing than this, man. This is the greatest task of all times, man. Just think about how great we look at the men of the scriptures, the men in the Bible. How great we look at them, man. Like, yo, man, how many generations read these books, man? How many generations, believe because of these men's testimonies? How many generations of people read these scriptures and looked at these people and all like, oh, Isaiah, he was a great prophet. Habakkuk, Ezekiel, all these generations of people going by looking at these great men. But look how much more in the very end, man. They was all prophesying about this time, man. All right, they was all talking about this time that we living in now, man. And then for the most part, while they was in, captivity, they knew who they were, man. They wasn't that destroyed. All right, we was dead, bro. And we being raised back up, man. Slowly but surely, right here in the belly of the beast, man. All right, in the worst time ever, man. It's going to be a time like never before since there was a nation even into the same time, man. All right, the devil's come down into you having great wrath, man. He pulling out all his tricks, man. He hitting you with everything that you got. But guess what? This is the patience and the faith of the saints, man. We're gonna keep on moving, man. We ain't stopping, we ain't slowing down, bro. We going full steam ahead, bro. And to the kingdom, all the way to the kingdom, bro. We building up momentum, man. All right. So, like I said, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. Let me grab some scriptures real quick. But hey, that's a beautiful thing, man. So we're going all the way out to South Africa, man. All right, hey, I got that YouTube app. The thing's called YT Studio. You can look at the analytics on there, which I was just recently looking at my analytics, which is it's a little messed up right now, and it's been like that for a while. But there was one point in time where, like right now, to say I got like 70 to 80% of my views come from America, and about close to 10% of my views from the UK. All right, and then you have maybe 1 or 2% from the UK, and then like maybe 7 to 8% from another source, all right, or another country, other countries, Slovakia. Now that other countries, they used to actually break that down to the different countries that you was going into. Even if you had a 0.1%, of your views coming from that country, they would still name it. So a while back, I wound up doing a lesson on that about how this here word was going out, man. All right, and I ain't left Florida to go and preach, and I ain't set up no camp in none of these different locations. All right. So, hey, man, for you brothers that's out there prophesying, this task seems like it's going on forever and forever and forever and forever, man. Sometimes you got to look back and look at the fruit, man. Go back and look at, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that we proud or we be boasting in our view counts or anything like that, man. Just go back and look at your views, man. Let's just say you get a 5 views, 10 views, man. Think about that. That's 5 people that's coming to you to how do I say, to your fountain of living water to draw water from, because your water is that good water, man. All right, that's that water of life that they need. All right, so sometimes you got to think about it like that, man. You're not just out here spewing bullshit, man. You got diligent students that's out here that's being built up, man. You got some beautiful destroyed ass people that's coming back and bring that life being blown back into them, man. They're being healed, they're being revived, man. All right, all off of not really your word, but Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's word, but him using you as a vessel, man. All right, so that's a great honor and privilege to be in that state, to be pushing this here word, man. But also on the flip side, you know what I'm saying, you can sometimes look at, like I said, sometimes you can look at your view count or look at things like I said, man. I'm kind of like enjoyed in the spirit to know that, hey, man, this here word that I'm pushing, is going all throughout the 4 corners of the earth, man. Somebody out there in South Africa heard this here word, man, and decided to subscribe, man. All right, so look, that's some of the things. Well, faith, we got faith, at the end all be all. But look, these are sometimes those little spirit boosters that you need to keep you going, man. All right, so I'm gonna start here in the book of Isaiah 49. Salat. Matter of fact, I'll start at the top. Isaiah 49:1. Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far. Yahweh hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name. And he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword, in the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft, and his quiver and hid me. Like going into the 2/3 versus the 1/3, the 1/3 was going to be brought through the fire, man, and tried like gold is tried, drawing out all the dross, the impurities, all right, till we get that pure gold, man. You being sharpened, you being made polished, you being made refined, man. All right, but also it says he hath hid me in the shadow of his hand as he hid me, man. Because why? You putting your hand to this here plow and you serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, he gonna put that hedge around you to protect you, man. Because at the end of the day, man, what do you need protection from? Ultimately, it's the Most High bringing down that judgment, man. All right, now when you go into Ezekiel 9:4 about that mark where it says, go ye in the midst of Jerusalem, roughly paraphrasing, go ye in the midst of Jerusalem to them that sigh and cry for all the abominations and put a mark upon their foreheads. All right, that word mark is going into what? An exemption from judgment. All right. Basically, now when you go into verse 5, it says, and to the rest, go through and smite, have no pity, man. All right. So basically, you trying to get protection from the Most High, because he about to bring out judgment on everybody save his elect. All right. So this is verse 3. And he said unto me, thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified in. All right. Or glorified. All right. Now we know that this is mainly talking about, all Israel ultimately, but really in this here point in time, man, the 144,000, the elect, man. Because why? They're going to be, we're going to just keep reading down. Verse 4. Then I said, I have labored in vain. All right. And sometimes, let me continue on. It says, then I said, I had labored in vain. I had spent my strength for naught and in vain. And yet surely my judgment is with Yahweh, and my work with my power. All right. So sometimes, look, you can get a little beat down. You know what I'm saying? You could be putting up videos all the time, going into your videos with a lot of study or whatever, whatnot, bringing out a lot of information, got a heavy hitting video, all in the spirit, on fire, whatever, whatnot. You prophesying or whatever, whatnot. You hit the upload button, and then maybe a week go by, 2 weeks go by, and you only got like maybe one view or maybe no views, man. You like, man, and then them demons might hop on you, like, why am I even doing this, man? Ain't nobody watching my videos. Am I even on point? Is the Most High even dealing with me? How come I ain't got no views? Where's my increase or whatever, whatnot, man? Sometimes that demon could get on you, man. Why am I doing this? Why do I keep going out to the highways and the byways? Well, not really that, because hey, we know why we do that. We doing it first and foremost for, it's our reasonable service, man. We trying to catch salvation. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, sometimes you might be out on the highways and the byways with your camp, in the same spot for years, and people walking by, but nobody want to so-called join in the camp, man. Like there's a brother I want to say he was in North Carolina. Well, shit, I think it's the brother in North Carolina, the brother in, I even believe in South Carolina, and I believe in Hawaii. These brothers was out pushing the word by themselves for the longest time, and I believe each one of those camps got another brother brought in, all right? And then all these brothers was heavy in the spirit, man, always on fire, whatever, whatnot. But guess what? They could have had that demon hop on them, just like, you know what, I'm out here on fire, or at least I think I'm on fire. I'm fervent in the spirit, I'm prophesying, but I ain't getting no sheep, I ain't getting no followers or whatever, whatnot, man. All right, but what? You gotta dismiss that. You gotta know that. Look, man, you doing this first and foremost in the eyes of the Most High. He see your works, man. All right, and the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your labor. Roughly paraphrasing your labor of love, what you show towards His name by ministering to His saints. All right, pushing out this here word, feeding the sheep, man. This ain't a small task that you're doing, man. This is how do I say this is a great thing that you're doing, man. This is a great work that you're doing, man. This is an honor to have this here duty to be bestowed upon you, man. All right. So look, that's why I said, like, sometimes that demon can hop on you that, hey, man, my what I'm doing is going out in vain or whatever, whatnot. I don't see no fruit coming in. I don't see none of the labors of my work. Or we out on the highways and the byways prophesying week in and week out about the destruction of this here kingdom. But yet we still in captivity, man. Still another Saturday rolled around, man, whatever, whatnot. But you got to understand, this is all on the Most High's timing and His prophecies, man. And yet the words that we are speaking on the highways and the byways, prophesying the downfall of this here kingdom, hey, man, that's actually working, bro. That's actually working, bro. Depending on how long you've been watching these here videos, man, you think back to, and just think back to, I could think back, I've probably been watching the videos about 5 or maybe 7 years total now, about 5 years, right? And back then, all right, I went in diligence and started looking up these camps and whatever, whatnot, man. And it wasn't that many camps out and about, man. All right, and the camps wasn't so big. But now, guess what? These camps are sprouting up everywhere across the U.S. Multiple camps in the same state, sometimes even in the same city. They just have huge camps, man. All right, but nevertheless, and then not only that, back in the days, you would have camp videos go up, but now you having these camps starting to gain an increase. Then you got each one of these brothers putting videos up on the highway or on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So the word is being flooded out there, man. I remember I used to watch the videos so much that it was like, you know what? I got to just go watch something else right now. I didn't watch all the damn videos there were to watch. But now we to the point where you can't even keep up with the videos, man. All right, sometimes you can't even keep up with an individual's page because they just hitting it with so much content, or to a camp's page where they uploading multiple brothers' videos to that page, man. Let alone multiple camp pages, man. All right, so this here word or your work is actually making a change, man. Not only that, beforehand, people was laughing and scoffing at us. So you guys aren't the Jews. You guys aren't, y'all are just bug outs or whatever, whatnot. Oh, the Edomites are done away with. They not on the planet no more. We're not Edomites. But now they saying, you got Edomites screaming, yeah, we Esau, we ruling, whatever. Esau power forever, They screaming all kind of crazy shit like this now. They know they Edomites now. It's so bad now they got to keep changing up the YouTube, man. They got to take down the live streaming because why? More and more brothers are live streaming. More and more people are tuning into that. The attention is being drawn away from the bread and the circuses and the entertainment, and it's all eyes on Israel right now, man. All right, and so what? These things that we're doing is not going out in vain, man. It's actually having an effect not only on this here kingdom, but on the minds of the elect of Israel that's in that 2/3 state of mind, because you waking them up, man. They going from those dry bones into a quickening spirit, man. They being raised back up. So this here word is not going out void. It's actually having a great effect, man. And it's bringing us closer and closer into salvation, man. You see now everybody know about the RFID chip now is the mark of the beast, man. All right, they have been touting and playing with that technology for a while. We've been telling you that for a while. But now, you know what I'm saying? The work that has been going on, and it's been such a controversial topic amongst the different camps, as far as the different alphabet camps, you know, different one Western camps, you know. It's been such a controversy and going back and forth, back and forth. It's been stirring up in people's pure mind. Is it the mark of the beast or is it not the mark of the beast? So now this is gaining so much traffic, people have to address it now. All right, same with the UFOs. They used to call us crazy with talking about the so-called UFOs, the chariots, man. But now they got to talk about this on the news now. Now people got to say, maybe, you know, maybe y'all ain't so far-fetched. Maybe the you know, the Lord is in a chariot. Maybe the Lord, you know, maybe the Lord is going to return in chariots, man. Maybe we are going to get saved like that, man. And now you're starting to see a lot of the things that we actually pushing, you know, like the how do I say, the core of our doctrine. All right, you see in the core of our doctrine, all right, being repackaged now and being pushed out by a lot of these so-called woke, so-called black people now. All right, you know, I was just watching a video the other day, Lord willing, I could possibly go into that video. It was a really long video, but nevertheless, you know, you had this one Jake, you know, they was talking about racism here in America, whatever, whatnot, and they was trying to, like, yo, man, y'all got to get away from that whole racist shit, man. Y'all just looking at this term and this and that, like, by definition. But when you go a little deeper into it, look at the historical event, look at who these people are in history, look at who these people really are. Before they was called white people, they was called something else. Go back and see who these people are. Why are we their number one target? Why are they not like this to anybody else, you know? When you start asking these certain questions, all right, then, you know, it stirs up your pure mind, because, you know, they asking these questions that you won't really get no real answer to until you come back to the scriptures. Like, oh, so once you understand the history between Jacob and Esau having in his heart purposing to kill Jacob, you understand racism. That's the real definition of it, because it's not that based on skin color. The so-called white man don't like you because you got dark skin. We showed on video, I believe last week or the week after that, you know, some East Indians walked by us and they was darker than us, and they was like, and they call us black people, and they darker than us, man. It's not about your skin color, man. All right, the so-called Arabs and the so-called Middle Eastern people, a lot of them look like the Northern Kingdom. All right, they got the same tannish skin. All right, and if they grow out their beards, a lot of the time they ask our brethren in the Northern Kingdom if they Muslim and stuff, because they, you know, they could, you know, they got the same skin color and everything like that. So it's not we're not really dealing with no nothing like that, man. All right. But nevertheless, let me continue on in the scriptures. This is Isaiah 49:3. It says, and said unto me, thou art my servant, O Israel, whom I will be glorified. Then I said, I have labored in vain, I have spent my strength for naught, and in vain, yet surely my judgment is with Yahweh, and my work with my power. And now saith Yahweh that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorified in the eyes of Yahweh, and in my power shall be my strength. All right, so look, you know, Israel at that point in time wasn't gathered. We was, you know, first of all, at that point in time, you know, like it was written in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, there had to be a falling away first. Again, we knew who he was at that point in time. In this kingdom, we don't know who we were, all right, or who he was. But nevertheless, you know, there had to be that falling away, all right. But guess what? The Lord said he was going to take, basically, you know, when you go through the scriptures, he was going to raise up a man like unto our own brother to be a prophet unto us, all right. And the Lord will do nothing unless he reveals his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, all right. So now the Lord has a job to be done, and he's going to go hire whom? His servants, the prophets, who are Israelites, to do what? To go wake up the other Israelites. All right. So what? He commissioned certain men. All right. Like you can read in the book of Ezekiel chapter 3, I've made thee a watchman unto the children of Israel. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. All right. The Lord had raised up, certain Israelites to go out on the highways and the byways to be prophets and teachers to raise up the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right. So he says, verse 6, and he said unto me, is it a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved of Israel? So is it a light thing? Is it a small thing that you're doing? No, this is a great thing that you're doing, man. Because look, man, we ain't never been this destroyed ever since there's been a nation even into the same time, man. We ain't never really had the curses put down on us this hard up until this very moment, man. All right. We ain't never been this far gone and up until this same time. So what? For Israel to be brought back from not knowing who they were, all right, from not understanding the Most High or knowing his name to call out unto him, reading the Bible thinking that's a white man's book, not even seeing ourselves into that. All right, it's a great thing that you know the Most High is gonna wake you up, all right, in this here this kingdom of death and darkness where everything is wickedness. All right, you know you out here born around nothing but wickedness, man, wickedness and folly. But the Lord woke you up and raised you up and brought you up out of this here world, man. All right, to restore the lost sheep of Israel, man. To usher in the kingdom of heaven, man. To be the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. Verse 7. And Yahweh, thus saith Yahweh, the Redeemer of Israel and the Holy One, to him, to whom man despises and to whom the nations abhor, to a servant of rulers, kings shall see and arise, princes also shall worship, because Yahweh that is faithful and the Holy One of Israel, he shall choose thee. All right. Because look, ultimately, we're going to have all these other nations in subjection. All right. And we're going to be the first fruits of Israel. All nations are going to serve us, man. And then look, when we get into the kingdom of heaven, talking about the 2/3, the ones that's going to wake up in that everlasting shame, they're going to be like, damn, they're going to be walking around with their heads down because they laughed and scoffed and didn't believe in this here word, man. The Lord is going to show forth and bring that fame unto his servants, the prophets, man. The ones that did believe, man. Before these kings of these other nations, man, they hearing this here word, they trembling, man. Because they know what? That these are the real men of the Lord, man. All right. You see these Rothschilds, these Rockefellers, the Trumps or whatever, whatnot, man. All right. They looking down on us. We ain't nothing, you know, and let's just be real, man. We just ain't nothing but some feeble ass little regular ass niggas, man. Just trying to get by living paycheck to paycheck, bro. We out here in captivity, bro. We out here on lockdown, man. We out here in how they say in the hole, bro. We out here in the woods, man, out here in the field, bro. They shouldn't be afraid of us, but guess what? They are afraid of us because why? They know that the Lord had raised us up, man. And they know that this is the end of their kingdom, man. All right, so this is why these kings and these princes are going to be bowing down and worshiping us, man. Starting over on this side, the fear is falling on to them, but when we take them into captivity, man, ultimately they're going to serve us, all right? So I'm going to go from there to the book of Luke, chapter 14 and verse 23. And Yahweh said unto the servant, go out to the highways and the hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. All right. Just getting straight to the point. Yahweh said, look, basically go out to the highways and the byways, go out to the chief concord places. All right. Go into the cities, man. Go out to the basically the marketplaces, man. All right. Out to the downtown areas and bid as many to the marriages you can find, man. All right. That's what we do. We go out to the highways and the byways on the weekends, man, and we prophesy. And we live stream it and we upload the videos on the YouTube, man. We sit down like we're doing right now and make these video epistles. Then we upload them to the internet, man. And then what? They go forth. All right. If we're not on the highways and the byways like we are on the weekends, all right, like I said, right now we're doing the video right now. And then what? We're going to upload it onto the internet and to the internet highways, man. And it's going to go forth over the whole earth like you've seen in the opening clips. All right. This goes all the way around the whole four corners of the earth, man. And we're going to grab that as well, too. There's no place where this here knowledge ain't hid, or no place. Well, let me just grab it. Psalms 19. It says a song to the chief musician, a psalm of David. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament shows his handiwork. All right. Because what's up in the firmaments? All right. Inside the firmaments or in space or in orbit, what you call it, all right, are the satellites, all right? Now, this internet is working through via what? The satellites, all right? So what? We're going to upload this, all right, onto the internet. It's going to hit the satellites and then be beamed right back down throughout the four corners of the earth. Anybody can search this up, man. You can go on YouTube and see videos uploaded from people in China, Russia, all over the whole four corners of the earth. And in reverse, likewise, the people around the earth can see the videos being uploaded from here, man. All right, so when you have the prophets prophesying, all right, from here in America, Babylon the Great, and they upload these videos, it's still going forth throughout the whole four corners of the earth. All right. Real quick, verse 2. It says, day unto day utter a speech, night unto night showeth knowledge. So that's like what we're going into right now. Day unto day. All right. Every day there's videos being uploaded, and night unto night showeth knowledge, man. Day and night, 24 hours a day, man. You got brothers in different time zones all throughout the four corners of the earth, all throughout the globe, uploading videos at different times. You know, brothers on different shifts and different schedules. So they uploading videos around the globe at different times, man. All right, when you have some brothers getting off of work and going to sleep, you got some brothers just waking up, man. When you got some brothers going into work, you got some brothers getting off of work, man. All right, and when you got some brothers just hitting the upload button, you got some brothers sitting down to shoot a video, man. All right, so 24 hours a day, 365 days a week, this here word is going out, man. All right, verse 3. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Because why? When we go on the YouTube mainly, all right, this here word is going out throughout the four corners of the earth via the internet. All right, they got something called closed caption, right? Or translate. They got both of those, matter of fact, where if they don't quite understand our accent or our dialect or whatever, how we speak it, they can get the closed caption to actually read what we saying. Or if they can't understand the language we speaking in, all right, they can have it translated on the screen. All right, and then you also have some brothers that'll take our videos. Let's say they're in a whole nother country where they speak a different language. They'll take our videos and then they'll either translate it, all right, or for the most part they'll translate it. You even have some brothers that do it in sign language, man. So what? There's no place or no language. You don't know. When you're a prophet, you don't necessarily have to learn another language just to go push this here word, man. You don't have to know all the languages on the planet Earth just to teach this here word, because why? Oh, there's people that speak Mandarin. I need to know Mandarin and teach them in Mandarin. Nah, man, if the Most High only gave you English to deal with and to speak with, speak in English. Put them videos up, all right? And planting them seeds, man. The Most High is the one that's going to give the increase, man. He'll have it to where another brother over there in China or whatever, whatnot, speak English, can understand English, and also speak, let's say, Mandarin, right? And can translate that, and the spirit will be on him to translate their video. All right, so, but you might be the one speaking in English, but guess what? You edifying all those people over there that's can only understand Mandarin, but because one brother in between hand, you got a so-called middleman that's over there translating the whole time, man. Your voice is still, or the Most High's voice is still being heard over there, man. There ain't no stopping this. Verse 4, their line is going out throughout all the earth, and their words to the end of the world, and he set a tabernacle for the sun. All right. And this is line, America Online, or how you say I'm about to get online, or I'm offline right now. All right, this here internet line is going out throughout the whole earth, and their words to the end of the world, man. Like I just said, and also showed in the beginning of this video, that brother out there in South Africa, man. This is going out throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Like I said, I looked at my Google Analytics, a while back, and I seen that, hey, man, people in Israel, people in different places of Africa, people in different places of Asia, Tunisia, Russia, all right, all over the places hearing this here word, man. All right, and we don't have to go fly no planes or whatever, whatnot, man. Just keep pushing the word, upload your videos, put them on the YouTube, and just, hey, let the Most High bring the increase, all right? Let me go from there. To the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, then the end shall come. All right. Now, Christians will believe that this is, we got to, set up ministries and go push the word or whatever, whatnot, which they've been doing that for a millennium. They've been doing that shit since, for the longest time that we know of. They didn't conquer the whole world under the so-called cross, the crusades or whatever, whatnot, man. But nevertheless, that's not what it's talking about. It's talking about this here truth, the true breakdown of this here doctrine, man. When you go in the book of Revelation, starting in the book of Daniel, all right, where it says, seal up these words of this here book unto the end. All right, then you go in the book of Revelation, and when they tell you that the books was sealed and nobody was worthy to open it except for Yahweh Shah, and he opened it. All right, that's chapter 5. Then we go to chapter 14. He gave that to the 144,000, that new song that no man could learn except the 144,000. All right, so look, they were going to take this here word and go out to the highways and the hedges and bid as many to the marriage as they could, man. All right. These would be the men that's going to be uploading these here videos on the YouTube, man. Their videos are going to be going out throughout the four corners of the earth. You got the wicked, the false prophets as well, too. But really the people that's being edified and woken up, all right, is being pushed by the men of the Lord, man. Their videos are going out throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Like I just keep going into, like, when we open up the video, man, these videos from this here channel is streaming all the way over into South Africa, man. And it's not just my videos. The brother going to other brothers from GMS videos as well, too. So this ain't a new thing, man. All right, this is going out throughout the four corners of the earth, but guess what? The end is about to come, man. Because we seen this go global, man. We seen this take over the whole U.S. where there's camps in every state. All right, now this is going in damn near, there's at least one camp on damn near every continent, man. All right, and shit, soon you gonna probably see small mini camps sprouting up in every country, man. All right, but let me read this again, Matthew 24 and 14. And this gospel, all right, this gospel, this good news of the kingdom, that the Israelites are going to take the kingdom, that the Israelites are going to finally rule, all right? And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. All right, so yeah, we're going into all these different nations prophesying this here word, man, because why? Israel was scattered into all nations, all right? So they would have to be drawn from all the nations where they were scattered at, all right? This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 17. It says, Son of man, I've made thee a watchman into the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. All right, so look, matter of fact, that's not what I wanted. That's a good one too. Let me go to Ezekiel chapter 37 and 10. All right, this is Ezekiel 37 and 10. It says, well, shit, with this parable we just read, all right, Ezekiel 3 and 17, Son of man, I made thee a watchman to the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning for me, all right? Or, well, basically, just like you can read in Ezekiel 2 and the beginning of Ezekiel 3 about taking the whole role and going to prophesying to the children of Israel, whether they will hear, whether they will forbear, all right? Going to, taking those precepts into consideration. This is Ezekiel 37 and 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, all right? This is the men of the Lord that took heed to that word, that calling, all right? They was called, all right, and they got up and they did the work, man. They answered Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai's call and went and served them, all right? So it says, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceedingly great army. This is talking about the valley of the dry bones. This is talking about you Israelites who was dead, destitute. You was scattered. You was destroyed, man. Like we read in Isaiah 49. Is it a light thing that I would use you to raise up the children of Israel, the scattered? They was destroyed, man. All right, but look, the Most High used his, he saved him a remnant, all right, and used those men to raise up the nation of Israel, man. The ones that's gonna get it on this here side, man. And ultimately all of Israel, because in the kingdom they're gonna be born back through our loins anyway. Lord will not be a part of that number. But what? They're gonna be brought back through us anyway, man. All right. So Ezekiel 37 and 10 again. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and breath came into them. And they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceedingly great army. All right. This Revelation 11 and 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them. Speaking again, what we were just reading about, those valley of the dry bones, man. All right. And they stood upon their feet. All right. Like we just read, that exceedingly great army then stood upon their feet, an exceedingly great army. All right. And great fear fell upon them which saw them. Talking about the rulers of this here society, man. The rulers of this here kingdom, man. All right. The elites and stuff like that, man. All right. And why are they fearful? All right. Oh, we could have, let me just go back. This is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down to you having great wrath, because he knows he have but a short time. So he knows his kingdom is about up. So this is why he's becoming afraid. He took all his power and his might to destroy Jacob and to make sure that they wouldn't find out this here information, spending billions and trillions of dollars to hide this here information. This is the greatest secret on earth, man. This is the biggest secret on earth, who you are and who your power is, their names, who you are, who your enemy is, and where you at, man. All right, because lo and behold, heaven and hell is right here on earth, man. All right, and also, right now you Israelites, you in hell, all right, and you about to get heaven, man. You about to get the kingdom of heaven, man. This Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So now he's at the end of his road, and you got but a short time. So he's about to go into captivity, and it's the end of his kingdom. So this is why he's afraid. Or this is why that great fear fell upon him, because he saw the Israelites waking up. They was dead for a certain statement. It's like a bear, man. You see a vicious, violent bear. Salakia. You see this vicious and violent bear, but then what? He goes and he hibernates and goes to sleep. So you have a good time while he's hibernating and he's sleeping, man. He ain't gonna really get up and move and do no work or nothing like that. You ain't gotta really worry about him attacking you. But guess what? When you start seeing that bear start making some slight movements and start waking up or whatever, whatnot, then you know that bear, hey, he can wake up at any point in time. And when he wake up, he gonna be hungry, so you don't want to be in his warpath, man. Because when you wake up, he gonna do nothing but eat, bro. And you don't want to be on his dinner plate. So this is pretty much the same way, man. They know that they seen, the Israelites and their punishment under these curses, all right, like the bear hibernating. So they know that they could keep waxing worse and worse and worse and wicked and more wicked, and keep causing these atrocities to come down upon Israel, with the perpetual hatred, all right? But now they seen the prophets wake back up. This is a fearful thing, because this is a sign of triggering the end of their kingdom. And plus the men of the Lord are out there prophesying their downfall, all right? And they know that they didn't give us this information. They know that it wasn't from them that they got this information, because they did all they could do in their power to hide this information from us. So they know that this has to be the Most High is turning back to his people and waking back up, man, which is going to swiftly bring their judgment. All right, I'm going to close out here in the Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. And verse 1, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as has afflicted him and made no account of his labors. And that's what you're seeing right now on the highways and the byways, man. All right. The Lord has raised up these young men on the highways and the byways and standing in the face of our oppressor, man. Esau, Edom, man. Standing out there with no fear, but only courage and faith. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he's going to protect us, man. And tell him his downfall and his future, that he's going into captivity. His kingdom is about to fall, and we're going to reign over him, all right? Verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. That's what we was just reading about, man. They was, first and foremost about us waking up, man. But then ultimately it's going to go into what? The chariots, man. When they see these chariots, they're going to know, like, damn, man, this wasn't, just a fluke. They weren't going to just, like you see somebody about to wake up, you trying to, maybe you got a baby in the bed, sleep with you, right? You're trying to creep out the bed real quick to go get a glass of water. But you don't want to move too much because you start seeing the baby start moving and you don't want to wake the baby up because then you got to put the baby back to sleep. So it's like, they starting to see us shake a little bit, roll over, twist and turn. And they're like, oh, let me stop moving for him a little minute. Let me stop, slow up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? This here baby going to wake up, man. All right, now you're going to have to deal with it. All right. Verse 2 again, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they looked for. All right. Verse 3, and repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, they shall say within themselves, this is he in whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness and his end without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High and his lot among the saints? See, these people counted us out, man. These people counted us as just less than nothing, man. Niggas and spicks and just the bottom of the barrel, man. These can't be the children of the Most High, man. How is he numbered among the saints, man? How is he the chosen, man? These was just some niggas. These was our slaves. Don't you remember? They gave us everything we got, man. They our property, bro. The hell, how the fuck did our servants, how a righteous man would look at that precept where they say, I've seen servants riding upon horses and princes walking upon the earth, roughly paraphrasing. You know how that bugs you the fuck out. They're like, damn, how did we fall this low? That's how they over here looking like, damn, how the fuck is our slave becoming our damn slave master? This is something backwards in their mind that they can't even fathom, all right? Because since birth, they've been learning these here laws, man, all right? Verse 6, therefore have we erred from the way of truth, all right? So they finding out, damn, we was wrong the whole time, man. This is what they waking up to. This is that great fear that's falling upon them, man. This is why they be in trouble right now, because why? So many generations they've been indoctrinating that God was white, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus is white, that the angels is white, they all white just like them, and that they're separate people on the earth. They're the ones that's above everybody else. They've been doing so good throughout the whole earth. Nobody been conquering them. Nobody been touching them. Surely the Lord was blessing them. So they think that they're the righteous. But what? Now they starting to see the truth, man. Now they hearing the words of the Lord through the mouths of the prophets who are their slaves, man. And now they're trembling, man. All right. Verse 6 again. Therefore have we erred in the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shone unto us. And the sun of righteousness rose not upon us, and we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way, but as for the way of Yahweh, we have not known it. All right, so look, they finding out that, look, they wasn't righteous. They wasn't the holy people. They wasn't chosen at all. From the jump street, they finding out that the people they look down upon, the niggas, the spicks, these illegal immigrants, all right, they finding out that those are the ones that the Most High actually love. Those are the ones that the Lord is coming back to save, man. All right, and it says, verse 8, what hath pride profited us, or what good hath riches with our vaunting brought us? All right. So look, just to make a long story short, man. All right. This great fear is falling upon these elites, these Edomites. These Edomites are real trouble and losing sleep over this here word that's going out, man. So overall, man, all right, from what we started out with the brother in South Africa waking up to you seeing these Edomites trembling at this here word, man. All right. Claiming that they you seen them on video saying, yeah, we Esau and so what, we going to rule forever. All right. You seeing the curses falling upon these Edomites. They dying off by droves, man. All right, you seeing the chariots, more and more sightings of that. You seeing the space program being pushed for the fight with Yahushua. You seeing the mark of the beast being pushed even more and more. You seeing more and more brothers wake up, man. All right. So, hey, look, these are all signs that our salvation is not, man. It's also signs that what your word ain't your word and your work ain't going out in vain. It's not your work ain't it's not vain, bro. You're not doing this for naught, bro. This is you doing a mighty and a great work before the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua first and foremost, but in the sight of these nations and the sight of these heathen, man, and the sight of Israel, man, you're gonna be greatly remembered in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, once everything, once the smoke clears and everything like that, and the 2/3 come back, they're gonna be looking at you and oh man, all right, you're gonna have a different position, you know what I'm saying, than the rest of those because you was actually pushing forth this here work, man. You was putting in that overtime, that double time, that triple time, man.
You know what I'm saying? So what? The Lord's going to greatly reward you for that. Then what? You know, the Israelites that laughed and scoffed, man, they're going to look at you like, damn. You know what I'm saying? These other nations, they're going to be looking at you like, damn. You know what I'm saying? These men was right, man. Right now, they're looking at you like that right now. That's why there's great fears falling upon them. This is why they're changing up to YouTube, man. This is why they're striking down brothers' channels, unsubscribing your subscribers, man. All right, changing up all your things and stopping your videos from being uploaded. Because why? That great fear is falling upon them because of the words that's coming out of your mouth that was put in there from the Most High, man. All right, these prophecies that you bringing forth, man, the death and destruction that you putting out there, man. All right, so look, keep pushing, keep fighting the fight, keep the faith, and keep enduring these afflictions that we got going through, man. You know, but we almost up out of here, man, and the signs are evident. The Most High is showing us these signs day in and day out, you know, lifting up our spirit and kindling that flame in us that we don't burn out, man, that we don't lose patience in this thing, man. We almost at the end of this thing and we can see it all shaping up, man. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, your lesson was edifying into the elect. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Aki, and pushing this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Until next time, I say, stay strong and shalom.